Hello, Shannon Murphy here. I'm with Aquamor, and on behalf of our friends at Honest Water Filtration Company, we're going to be doing a little overview of the NSF standards as it pertains to water filtration products. NSF Standard 42 are for items that may be in your drinking water that are an aesthetic issue, not a health-related issue. For example, chlorine, chloramines, particulates, those really at these levels don't have health claims associated with them, but it's an aesthetic thing that you'd like to remove from your drinking water to make it better. There are four main sections within Standard 42. The first one is material extraction. The material extraction ensures that the product, when installed, doesn't have anything negative that's extracting from the product into your drinking water. Extraction is both with and without media, so there's two tests that are required. The with media obviously is the system as you purchase it, but then also we want to make sure that the product, the housing that it is in, doesn't contain anything that media might take out. And so that is why we do a with media and a without media extraction test in Standard 42. Standard 42, Section 2, is your structural testing. Structural is done to ensure that the product, when installed, will be able to handle the pressure that product is when it's in line and in service. Two main tests for that is your cyclic testing and your burst testing. Burst is 3 times working pressure. Cyclic is 0 to 150 for 100,000 cycles. One of the things that Aquamor does, and on behalf of the Honest Water system, is we have 120,000 cycles instead of 100,000, and we go to about 4 times working pressure instead of 3.5 in order to ensure that the product is meeting these requirements and is not coming to that critical edge of a pass-fail. Section 3 of the Standard 42 is going to be your reduction claims. And again, in Standard 42, we're talking aesthetics. So this would be a chlorine test or a chloramine test or a particulate test. These claims are a la carte, so you can have one or multiple ones within Standard 42, each one being tested separately to ensure that you're removing those items from the drinking water. As we've discussed, the DWTU, or the water filtration standards at NSF, have 4 sections to it. We'll be discussing Section 4 right now, which is your literature requirements. Standard 61, which we've talked about, some products in this space have 61 certification, does not have a literature section to it. This literature section is specifically put in place for the homeowner so that you're able to make an educated decision on the products that you're purchasing so that it meets the water filtration demands that you're looking for. Those things are absent in a 61 certified product. So buyer beware if you're not looking at an NSF 4253 certification that has these requirements. 61 does not, and so you need to do a deeper dive on those products. In terms of literature for 42 and 53, it is all the claims that a product is certified for, the performance data sheet to ensure that this information is readily available and easily accessible, typically through a website. And then, of course, if it's not for use on microbiological water, and different specifics in terms of where it can or cannot be used, all of that is contained within the literature requirements of Standard 42 and 53. So any questions that you've got to that, that's usually the first place you want to start, is asking for performance data sheet on a system.